Ancient Egypt has always been a source of fascination. Its achievements, grand monuments, and enigmatic culture continue to captivate the imagination of people around the world. At the core of this civilization was a profound belief in life after death. This belief shaped their practices, from the construction of monumental pyramids to the intricate process of mummification. The pharaohs, as the divine rulers, were central to these beliefs. They were seen not just as kings, but as gods on earth. Their journey did not end with death, it was merely a transition to another realm. The ancient Egyptians believed that preserving the body and soul was essential for eternal life. This essay explores these beliefs, the rituals involved, and the deities that played pivotal roles in the afterlife. Through these beliefs, the ancient Egyptians sought to achieve immortality. Their elaborate rituals and monumental structures stand as a testament to their enduring quest for eternal life. This exploration into their world reveals a culture deeply intertwined with the mysteries of life and death. The pharaohs envisioned immortality as a continuation of their earthly reign in the afterlife. They believed that death was not the end, but a transition to a new beginning. This belief was rooted in the idea that the soul, or ka, would live on if the body was preserved. The pharaohs, being divine, had a special role in this cosmic order. To ensure their immortality, the pharaohs went to great lengths to prepare for the afterlife. They constructed grand tombs and pyramids filled with treasures, food, and items they would need in the next world. These preparations were not just for luxury, but were essential for their survival in the afterlife. The journey to immortality was fraught with challenges, and the pharaohs needed all the help they could get. The concept of immortality also included living through their descendants. The pharaohs believed that their legacy would continue through their children and the monuments they left behind. This duality of physical and spiritual immortality was central to their beliefs. Their quest for immortality was not just personal, but a reflection of their duty to their people. As rulers, they were responsible for maintaining the cosmic order and ensuring the prosperity of Egypt. Immortality was, therefore, both a personal goal and a divine obligation. Mummification was a critical process in the journey to the afterlife. The ancient Egyptians believed that preserving the body was essential for the soul's survival. The process of mummification was elaborate and took many days to complete. It involved removing internal organs, drying the body, and wrapping it in linen. The first step in mummification was the removal of the brain through the nose using special hooks. The brain was not considered important for the afterlife. The internal organs were then removed and placed in canopic jars, each guarded by a deity. The heart, however, was left in the body as it was believed to be the seat of intelligence and emotion. Next, the body was dried using natron, a natural salt, for about 40 days. This process dehydrated the body and prevented decay. Once dried, the body was wrapped in multiple layers of linen. Amulets and charms were placed between the layers to protect the deceased in the afterlife. The final step was placing the mummy in a sarcophagus, often beautifully decorated with hieroglyphs and images of gods. Mummification was not just a physical process, but a spiritual one. It was believed to prepare the deceased for the challenges of the afterlife. The elaborate care taken in this process reflects the importance of the body for the ancient Egyptians. They believed that without a preserved body, the soul could not survive. In the afterlife, the soul faced judgment before the gods. This process was known as the weighing of the heart and was presided over by Osiris, the god of the afterlife. The heart of the deceased was weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and justice. This ritual determined whether the soul was worthy of entering the afterlife. If the heart was lighter than the feather, it meant the deceased had led a righteous life and could proceed to the afterlife. If it was heavier, it indicated a life of sin, and the soul would be devoured by Amit, a fearsome creature, part lion, hippopotamus, and crocodile. This final judgment was crucial, as it decided the eternal fate of the soul. The scale of justice symbolized fairness and truth. It was a reminder that actions in life had consequences in the afterlife. The ancient Egyptians believed that living a moral and just life was essential for a favorable judgment. This belief influenced their daily lives and ethical conduct. The gods played a central role in this judgment process. Thoth, the god of wisdom, recorded the results, while Anubis, the god of mummification, guided the deceased through the process. This divine trial underscored the importance of the gods in the journey to the afterlife. It was a sacred ritual that ensured the soul's rightful place in eternity. Section 5. Pyramids, gateways to the afterlife. Pyramids are iconic symbols of ancient Egypt. These monumental structures were not just tombs but gateways to the afterlife. The pharaohs believed that the pyramid, with its grand design and complex chambers, facilitated their journey to eternity. The construction of a pyramid was a massive undertaking, involving thousands of workers and years of labor. The most famous pyramids are those at Giza, built for pharaohs Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure. These pyramids were designed to align with celestial bodies, reflecting the pharaoh's connection with the gods. The interiors were filled with treasures, texts, and spells to aid the pharaoh in the afterlife. The Great Pyramid of Giza, for example, contained the king's chamber, the queen's chamber, and a series of passages representing the journey to the stars. The design of the pyramid itself had symbolic meaning. Its shape, pointing towards the sky, represented the pharaoh's ascent to the heavens. The base, firmly grounded, symbolized the connection to the earth. This duality of heaven and earth was central to the pharaohs' beliefs. The pyramid was a physical manifestation of their divine journey. Pyramids also served as a demonstration of the pharaohs' power and divine status. They were a testament to their ability to mobilize resources and labor. The grandeur of these structures reflected the pharaohs' importance in both life and death. They stood as eternal monuments to their quest for immortality. Section 6. Osiris, the god of the afterlife. Osiris was the central figure in the ancient Egyptian belief in the afterlife. He was the god of the underworld and the judge of the dead. Osiris's story is one of death and resurrection, symbolizing the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. His myth began with his murder by his brother Set and subsequent resurrection by his wife Isis. Osiris's resurrection made him the lord of the afterlife. He presided over the judgment of souls and ensured that the righteous were rewarded. Osiris was often depicted as a mummified king, reflecting his role as the ruler of the dead. His green skin symbolized rebirth and fertility, while his white robes signified purity. The cult of Osiris was widespread and he was worshipped throughout Egypt. His temples were centers of religious activity, and his followers believed that by emulating his virtues they could achieve immortality. Osiris's story provided hope and comfort, assuring the ancient Egyptians that death was not the end, but a transition to a new life. Osiris's role extended beyond the afterlife. He was also associated with agriculture and fertility, symbolizing growth and renewal. His connection to the Nile's annual flooding reinforced his importance in the cycle of life. Osiris was a multifaceted deity whose influence permeated all aspects of ancient Egyptian life. Section 7. Isis, the goddess of magic and motherhood. Isis was one of the most important deities in ancient Egypt. She was the wife of Osiris and the mother of Horus. Isis was revered as the goddess of magic, motherhood, and protection. Her role in the resurrection of Osiris and the upbringing of Horus made her a central figure in the belief system surrounding immortality. Isis's magic was crucial in bringing Osiris back to life. She used her powers to collect his scattered body parts and breathe life into him. This act of resurrection established her as a powerful deity capable of overcoming death. Isis was often depicted with a throne-shaped crown, symbolizing her status as the queen of the gods. As a mother, Isis was the protector of Horus. She nurtured and defended him against Set, ensuring his survival and eventual victory. This protective role extended to all of Egypt, as Isis was believed to watch over the pharaoh and the people. Her maternal qualities made her a beloved deity, and she was often invoked for protection and healing. Isis's influence extended beyond Egypt. She was worshipped in other parts of the ancient world, including Greece and Rome. Her cult became one of the most popular, and her temples were centers of healing and magic. Isis's enduring legacy reflects her importance in the ancient Egyptian pantheon and her vital role in the belief in immortality. Section 8. Horus, the protector of the pharaohs. Horus, the son of Osiris and Isis, was the god of the sky, war and protection. He was often depicted as a falcon or a man with a falcon's head. Horus's eyes represented the sun and the moon, symbolizing his dominion over the sky. His right eye, the Eye of Ra, was associated with the sun, while his left eye, the Eye of Horus, represented the moon. Horus played a crucial role in avenging his father's death. According to mythology, Horus battled Set, the god of chaos, to reclaim the throne of Egypt. His victory restored order and justice, reinforcing his role as a protector. The pharaohs were considered the earthly embodiment of Horus, and they adopted his symbols to signify their divine authority. The Eye of Horus was a powerful symbol of protection, health, and restoration. It was commonly used in amulets and jewelry to ward off evil and bring good fortune. The symbol's association with healing made it an important part of burial rituals, ensuring the deceased's safe passage to the afterlife. Horus's role as a protector extended to the living and the dead. He was believed to guard the pharaohs in life and guide them in the afterlife. His presence in tombs and temples underscored his importance in the Egyptian belief system. Horus's attributes of strength, protection, and justice made him a revered deity central to the concept of immortality. Section 9. The symbolism in Pharaohs' beliefs. Symbolism played a significant role in the beliefs of the pharaohs. Every aspect of their religion and rituals was imbued with meaning. Symbols like the ankh, the scarab, and the jed pillar were central to their understanding of life and death. These symbols were used in tombs, temples, and everyday objects to invoke divine protection and ensure immortality. The ankh, often referred to as the key of life, symbolized eternal life. It was commonly depicted in the hands of gods and pharaohs, signifying their divine power. The scarab beetle represented rebirth and regeneration. This symbol was used in amulets placed on mummies to protect the heart. The jed pillar, symbolizing stability, was associated with Osiris and the enduring nature of the soul. These symbols were more than decorative. They were thought to hold magical properties. They were used in rituals and spells to guide the deceased through the afterlife. The ancient Egyptians believed that these symbols could influence their fate and ensure a safe passage to eternity. The use of symbolism extended to the construction of tombs and pyramids. The alignment of these structures with celestial bodies reflected the pharaoh's connection to the gods. Hieroglyphs and carvings on tomb walls depicted scenes of the afterlife, providing a visual guide for the deceased. The intricate use of symbolism in the pharaoh's beliefs highlights their deep understanding of the interconnectedness of life, death, and the divine. In Section 10, the legacy of ancient Egyptian beliefs. The beliefs of the ancient Egyptian pharaohs have left a lasting legacy. Their quest for immortality and the elaborate rituals they practiced continue to captivate the modern world. The grandeur of their monuments, the mysteries of their tombs, and the richness of their mythology offer insights into a civilization deeply concerned with the afterlife. The influence of these beliefs can be seen in modern culture. The fascination with mummies, pyramids, and Egyptian mythology is evident in literature, film, and art. The concept of life after death and the idea of preserving the body for eternity have permeated various religious and philosophical traditions. The ancient Egyptians' meticulous practices and profound beliefs continue to inspire and intrigue. The legacy of the pharaohs also extends to modern archaeology and Egyptology. The discoveries of tombs, artifacts, and texts have provided valuable information about their beliefs and practices. These findings have helped scholars understand the complexity and sophistication of ancient Egyptian civilization. The ongoing research and exploration ensure that the legacy of the pharaohs remains alive. In conclusion, the ancient Egyptian belief in life after death was a cornerstone of their civilization. The pharaohs' concept of immortality, the process of mummification, and the symbolism in their rituals reflect a culture deeply intertwined with the mysteries of existence. Their enduring quest for eternal life continues to inspire and fascinate, leaving an indelible mark on the history of humanity.